Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Solana, whose current price stands at the $18.0175 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 5.73%. and in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, starting my analysis here on the daily chart by giving you a brief of what has been happening. So Solana, from these low prices that it had been trading within, we saw a very nice impulsive movement taking us to an all-time high at around the $261.9 mark, and in that movement to the upside, I'm terming it as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. Then after seeing the all-time high, we have been seeing a massive ABC corrective structure over here, which has now taken us back to around the $11.35 mark in a movement that I'm terming as a high Elliot wave count 2. Then I'm expecting a movement to the upper side in the formation of that high Elliot wave count 3 before we see a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And I can change the color of that Elliot wave structure over here and giving you a measure from the all-time high. From the all-time high, Solana is down more than 95%, and that means there are chances that we might have seen the low for this higher Elliot wave count 2, and there are also chances that we might have seen the bear market low. And having that in mind, we can now sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave down there to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the Fibonaccis to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the Fib level of 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $425.13 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect that wave 3 to the upside to do before we see a wave 4 and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And that is the long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the Solana chart. And jumping to the 1-hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Solana chart. And for the short-term scenarios, I'll give you two possible scenarios that can play out, and starting with the first one over here, there are chances that we might have seen the bear market low, and having that in mind, there are chances that we might have started this impulsive movement to the upper side in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3. And because the higher Elliot wave count 3 is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that wave 3. And here on the 1-hour chart, we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side, which has been obeying the Elliot wave structures after making our low at around the $11.35 mark. And in that movement, we can have this as my first wave to the upside. Then I'm expecting a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a second wave before we see another bounce in the formation of a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5, split the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side, which is a fractal wave within that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side, and sketching out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this second wave using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1. That gives me a minimum retracement area in the formation of a second wave between the Fib level 0.5 and the Fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts, which perfectly lies between the $17.05 mark and the $15.76 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting this second wave to the lower side to do before we see another bounce to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3. And that is my first short-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out, assuming that the low for that higher Elliot wave count 2 is in. And whatever we are seeing over here in this Elliot wave structure is that impulsive movement to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3. The other possible scenario that could be playing out is better seeing here on the 4-hour chart, where you can see I have these. I can first remove this Elliot wave structure. Here on the 4-hour chart, this is where I'll be getting my second possible scenario that could play out, and in the formation of that massive ABC corrective structure within the formation of that wave C, which is an impulsive wave, also expected to see a 5-wave structure in formation, where I have the formation of this first wave, then I have seen the formation of a second wave, then this might be the formation of a third wave, making our low at around the $11.35 mark. And whatever I have shown you on the 1-hour chart might be a bit of a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 4 before we continue pushing even lower in the formation of that wave 5. And that possible scenario means there are chances of still making a new low here on the Solana chart, and in that movement Once you see the formation of that 5-wave structure that I have shown you on the daily chart, that is on the 1-hour chart, that will be completing the formation of a wave A, because in the formation of a 4th wave, which is a corrective wave, we also expect to see that is an ABC corrective structure in formation. Then that 5-wave structure will be completing the formation of that wave A before we see a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave B, then continue pushing even higher in the formation of a wave C to fully maximize the formation of that wave 4. And once that plays out, then we can expect another new low in the formation of this wave 5, in the formation of this impulsive movement. So those are my two possible scenarios that can play out here on the Solana chart. If you like the video, make sure that you give me a thumbs up, and also make sure that you check out the channel membership for more, and also subscribe to the channel for more updates on Solana. And that's the update for Solana.